Hello, this video is what how I plan on marketing my website. I mean my timeline website. Request video by the same person who requested me to do how am I going to make money with my timeline. How am I going to market it? He said like, yeah, you need to get hits and stuff. And I think he mentioned a couple of like websites or something where you can find out where hits. Like, did you go into my website and find out how many hits I get on my website, even though I don't have a counter? That would be interesting. Yeah, because I don't have a counter on my website, so I don't know how many hits I get. And yeah, I've never made a penny off of AdSense or anything. Well, not yet. I mean, I have the money built up. I had $12 built up from like the last 8 years since I've had AdSense on there. But the problem is, none of my ads show up. So maybe I do get lots of hits because none of the ads show up, so I don't get any money. But yeah, I plan on on marketing my website once it's done. Well, I think it's going to be really good. I don't think I'm going to have a problem getting people to look at it. You know, it's not like I have competition, you know, that I need to compete with other people to look at my website, because there's other timeline websites out there. I know there's another timeline website that some old guy made, and he gave a presentation about it on TED, and I looked at it, but it was really simple. It's nothing compared to my timeline. It's not even in the same universe. And then somebody else referred me, I think it was David from Germany, referred me to another timeline some dude made about a future timeline, which I make about a future timeline, and I may wikyize it. But that was basically some dude like science fiction type of stuff, like the future and all, like how Armageddon will come and stuff. But my timeline is basically there's not going to be anything out there like it. So basically, if you want to know history and have a look at a timeline, you look at about history, you look at my timeline. If you're interested in history, you're going to be looking at my timeline. There's no way around that. So I'm not going to have to, I don't think I'm going to have to be out there promoting it just to get people to look at it. It's just going to explode on its own. However, there is a possible problem with my timeline, which might make it so that it doesn't, at least in the beginning, become very popular. And that's because it's big. It just includes everything, so it could become a little bit overwhelming to some people. And then they might not want to look at it just because it's just got too much stuff. However, it is designed, if you're only interested in one thing, it is designed to be the best timeline for that one thing, too. Like, if you're only interested in the history of Vietnam, my timeline's the best timeline for that. Or if you're only interested in the 1300s, my timeline is the best timeline for that. And I think it's good to have a timeline that includes everything and has it all right there together. Because, you know, even if you may not be that interested right now, you're eventually going to be interested in knowing what was going on in the rest of the world during this time where you're in the part of the world that you happen to be interested at that time. So, but anyways, how do I plan on promoting my timeline? I am going to promote my timeline because the more I promote my timeline, yeah, maybe I could make money with AdSense, you know. I could get like just tons and tons and tons of hits on my timeline and yeah, make some money on it. But I also want to promote it just because I want people to benefit from it. So I think what I'm going to do is get one of these email programs where you can send multiple emails out. And I'm going to send form letter emails to all of the universities, colleges, and schools in the entire planet. And I think I'll also call them personally. Because by then I'm going to have like thousands and thousands of minutes stacked up on my phone. I have AT&T and I have rollover minutes. And so right now I've got like 3,500 minutes on my phone. So by then it'll be like an infinite amount of minutes. So infinite number of minutes. So I'll just get up and get my Jawbone on there, and I'll be in the gym, and I'll be like, I'll make a huge list of all the phone numbers of all the schools and colleges and universities of the whole planet, And I'll just be like, all right, next one. Hey, and then if nobody answers, I'll just leave a long message, talking about my timeline. I'll just basically be talking the whole time. And yeah, and I'll notify, maybe I'll call all the newspapers. I'll call the Associated Press and write the Associated Press. And I'll call and write every single newspaper that ever existed. I'm not going to get a publicist, though. I don't even understand what publicists do and what the fucking purpose of that is. I mean, why can't you just be your own publicist? Yeah, so, yeah, but I'm not going to worry about any of that until I'm done with it. And it's going to be like another 3 or 4 years, so I'm not going to get ahead of myself. What I need to do now is finish it. Make it done. And then when it's done, it'd also be a cool thing to spread around because I eventually want to make laminated posters that I can sell with it. Giant posters that I can sell to schools that would make room for it. I think it would be a cool decoration in a school, the timeline right there to look at, and have an idea about an actual physical idea of looking at time and knowing how big time is, because we all have an idea about how far away 5 years was, 10 years, 30 years and stuff. So you look at the timeline and then you stand back and you walk down the timeline as you're walking down the hallway and you can see actually how far away 1500 was and then 2000 years ago was, and it gives you an idea that way. I think stoners are going to have a huge advantage over seeing the value of that over the sobers. Stoners can see a lot more, and I'm going to definitely include the power of marijuana in my timeline. I'm going to put marijuana leaves all over my timeline. Even if marijuana is completely illegal by then, because it is a political thing as well. Yeah, and make my videos. Yeah, I'm also going to tell people about my videos. I'm going to make history videos using my timeline. And lots of them, lots and lots and lots. And that's going to be the fun part. Maybe I'll spend up to a whole year after I'm done with my timeline just making history videos with my timeline. And encourage other people to do the same thing, and that would be cool if people do. I know that there's people who are interested, who think that my timeline, my version 1 of my timeline, which you can actually see on my website, is really cool in itself. Somebody emailed me yesterday and said that he knows some kid who had been cutting and pasting stuff off of that timeline. So, yeah. So, oh yeah, my timeline's gonna blow up like a fucking nuclear bomb, dude. There's no doubt about it. I'm not even. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. And the less that it blows up, it turns out that nobody gives a fuck. I'll definitely do what I said I was gonna do, and just promote the fuck out of it, and do all those things. And yeah, that's how I plan on promoting it. I'll maybe make a couple of dollars off of it. Okay, peace out.